thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome back! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. And all this week, we're a hop, skip, jump, flight away from embracing the great outdoors, but not trying to go too far as to be a million miles from sanity, at least when it comes to the budget, and the great outdoor bargain-thon. Animals. I mean, the great outdoors really truly belong to them, as it does to us humans. The key is mingling with the white wildlife to really embrace the great outdoors. And nobody, at least on PBS, knows how to do that better than the Kratt Brothers. You may see them on other PBS shows, and even a series outside of PBS. Martin and Chris. Zumbafoo, Kratts Creatures, and even their first foray into adult fare, Be the Creature for National Geographic, of which I have a DVD set and you'll see that coming down the pipeline. But in my judgment, this PBS Kids Go series has maybe their finest creation ever. Wild Kratts. This is the Creature Adventures 2-disc DVD set, purchased for $1.99 from Red White Blue Thrift Store, featuring the first 10 episodes of the first season, running 300 minutes with English subtitles. They're gonna save some animals today, and maybe save the planet with Creature Power! And yes, the theme song by Pure West is tremendous and rather danceable. Join the adventures of Martin and Chris as they meet up with cool creatures from around the world and witness many never-before-seen wildlife moments. With their creature smarts plus their newly invented creature power suits, the brothers Kraft are using amazing animal abilities to rescue their animal friends whenever they get into trouble. Each episode is a wildly funny adventure that also features how animals use science in their natural lives. From Media Draco Lizard, who uses the physics of gliding, to the Aardvark, who takes us into geology as he digs holes for so many African animals. And these are the 10 episodes, divided into 2 discs, so 5 per each, half and half. Mom of a Croc, Whale of a Squid, Aardvark Town, Flight of the Draco, Mystery of the Scrummy Wormy, Platypus Cafe, Builded Beaver, The Voyage of the Butterfly XT, to which I'll say no thanks. I'm a little bit afraid of butterflies. It's a childhood trauma thing. Honey Seekers, and Bass Class. Each episode is bookended with live-action segments featuring the brothers Kratt. In the beginning, the Kratt brothers joined us on another creature escapade, as we see some creatures demonstrate real-life creature powers in all sorts of places around the world. And then they asked the question, which I will generalize for you, what if Martin and Chris could use those creature powers in their very own creature adventures? What if, at that point, they transform into animated versions of themselves, and of course, they're not alone in their creature quest. Joining them in the Tortuga, which is their giant vehicle that they use to fly around the world in, and study different creatures, are Koki, Aviva, and Jimmy. And it's Aviva who utilizes the creature power discs, utilizing different creature abilities, adapting them into the discs, and then putting them into creature power suits that the brothers Kratt could wear at any time and utilize to transform into the creatures they're studying and or saving from numerous villains who want to use and abuse them for their own benefit. Villains like Zach Vomitek, Donita Donata, and Chef Gourmand, who's my favorite villain. The more I talk about this, the more the nostalgia comes flowing back to me. This is some mighty serious and seriously funny creature adventuring going around here. I mean, each episode is packed with real knowledge and a lot of humor. So it's just a fun show all the way around. Would I buy the other Wild Kratts? Well, I stopped watching after the first season, but hey, you guys made Martin and Chris penny pitching power players on this channel with their first foray on TSR. Their maiden voyage was a bit flawed, however. It was the Race Around the World game, which featured a lot of components, but was missing a few key components. That review will be linked downstairs, but that is a real popular video on this channel. Hey, I'm a fan of the Wild Kratts, so I was more than happy to oblige into doing another Wild Kratts review, even though you didn't really ask for it. But hey, the views and the likes don't lie. One behind-the-scenes feature would have put this over the top, but 4.5 out of 5 claps will do just fine. After all, when it comes to reconnecting with my childhood, I don't just get nutty about it. In this case, I get a little bit Kratty. I mean Kratty. Thank you very much. That's Wild Kratts Creature Adventures. Tomorrow, let's have a parade! West Coast style. Maybe they can have a bachelorette float next time. And maybe get the likes of Caitlin Bristow or Andy Dorfman, who is my favorite, or the godmother of them all, the one who started it all, Sister Sutter. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.